Welcome to the greatest show online, episode 59, titled Fatality. Because I just got Mortal Kombat X.
Nice.
Oh, I can't grab the game from here. We just got a PS4.
Ooh, PS4, nice.
Yes.
I too cannot grab the game. I'm far away.
I should also apologize that I'm not going to be as loud as I normally am because Trisha's sleeping right now, so I don't really have an alternate place to be noisy. I suppose I can go outside too, but I think it's cold outside. Actually, let's check.
What is it like there?
Well, it's like a magical wonderland of unicorns and rainbows.
Wow.
It says it's only 48 degrees out here right now.
48?
Yeah.
Well, that can't be right. I thought you moved somewhere much warmer than me.
Well, see, here's how this works. Whereas we're in the same temperature range all the time, yours fluctuates from shitty cold to shitty hot, back to shitty cold throughout the year. So we're just basically going to be the same. And you're going to have the entire fluctuation of, yeah.
It's currently 50 here.
Sweet. Would you sit outside in 50-degree weather?
Yeah, I would. I'm a big believer in dressing for the weather. So I wouldn't sit out in 50-degree weather wearing shorts and tank top, but I would have no problem putting on a sweatshirt and sitting out the.
Well, see, all my clothes are in the bedroom with the sleeping wife.
Right.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Always the sleeping wife. Now, viewers at home may not realize this, but DJ is only wearing a shirt right now. And they can't. No.
I'm wearing more than a shirt.
A shirt and one sock. And both his feet are cold.
Did you know there's a name for just wearing a shirt around the house? It's called Winnie the Poohing.
Wow. You know what? Yeah, I've seen not videos, but pictures online where people were doing that. Where it was just showing people walking around with just that.
Winnie the Pooh.
Crazy.
Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh. Something, 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 something stuffed with fluff.
Nailed it.
I did nail it. I did. So, Mortal Kombat X is really awesome.
Is it like all the characters?
Well, no. But it's... I bought a fighting game, not for the fighting. Does that make sense?
It might. What did you buy it for?
Well, there's this big story mode, and there's fights in the story mode. I got it for the story mode, and then I forgot about the crypt. Oh,
no?
You said something. What?
Yes, I mean, explaining it that way, then yes, it makes perfect sense.
And then there's I forgot about the crypt, which is where you can go in and buy tombs to unlock like alternate costumes and concept art and fatalities and stuff like that. And I just finished unlocking all the areas in the crypt so that I can get to anything I need to, and I started buying everything.
That's an amazing idea. I too should unlock tombs so I can update my wardrobe.
Yes. Yes. In the crypt this time, though, instead of just a bunch of tombs that you can unlock, you can get attacked every once in a while by a giant spider or a wolf. And you have so many seconds to hit a button. And if you hit the button within the proper button within that time frame, you get more coins. But as I have learned, I am terrible at that think fast, hit the right button, because I keep hitting the wrong button.
Wow.
Yes.
There was something I wanted to tell you. Was it other people? It may have been. Nope, it wasn't that. I found the Glyph On is the name of that Glyph website that guy told me about.
Glyph.
Glyph On. I couldn't figure it out, so I went ahead and used it. And then I have got some of the practice ones where each of the glyphs has got a word that goes with it. So once you start recognizing these, then you see it, and it's no longer, okay, here and here and here. You're looking at it and seeing attack, life, lie. And now you just once you're learning the language, it makes it easier when you see it to put a word with it. What do you got? What is that?
Popcorn from Poplandia.
Ooh. You know what I found yesterday? A couple days ago? In the clearance section of the grocery store. It was bags of Starburst jelly beans. All red. So it was like reds and pinks and all the, 50 cents for a bag, big for a bag of all reds. Jelly
Now, if
beans.
it was all oranges, I'd be all about that.
Right, but this was all reds.
Uh-huh. But it's not all one.
Red's my favorite. I actually don't know very many people who prefer the oranges. If we can just find a friend who likes the yellows, then we can all sit around eating Starburst, and we can, we'll all open up our pack and.
It can be like that Skittles commercial where it's like, there's only one orange one left. What's my favorite? Let's settle this in the normal way.
That's funny. Anyone who hasn't seen that, everybody in the entire town has got one huge muscular arm because they're arm wrestling for it. So everybody's got scrawny left arms and massive right arms.
Even the dog. So Trisha's up.
Oh.
But she's not out here. Because she's not even Winnie the Pooh.
Let's see. I did start playing 2 more games on here, which are totally driving me crazily insane. The Clash of Clans and Dominations. Both of them are games where you are building up little towns and attacking other people, and they take forever. Because when you first start playing it, you can unlock things. It only takes 5 minutes, and I'm at the point where I'm unlocking things that takes 12 hours. Do you watch Game of Thrones?
Well, we just got HBO Now, which is the online-only HBO app, and we're trying to finish up True Blood before we jump back into Game of Thrones. So we've seen seasons 1 and 2.
I've got 1 and 2 on Blu-ray, and I've been watching 3 on a Showbox. Showbox is an app that lets you watch movies and stuff. So it has tons of movies and TV shows. I dig
Yeah.
it. It lets you download it to the system, and then you can watch them anywhere. And it's like now in the system. Yeah, they did it. So I watched all of the Daredevil. That is Netflix exclusive Daredevil.
And what did you think of Daredevil?
I was impressed. They don't show a whole lot of the way that it is from his perspective, but he does describe it often, and some of the things that he can do are just amazing.
I like the fact that they didn't show us she's up. That they didn't show us what he sees all the time, because that would have eaten up a lot of their budget. But I thought the way they did it was better.
Yeah, I liked it. It makes me wonder something. If you have the ability to see more than everybody else can see, why does he still walk around the world as though he's blind? Why not just,
Well,
Hi. What is that? It looks like, oh,
there's two kittens.
It's two little kitties with their tails intertwined.
nice.
Yes,
Much nicer than mine.
I just painted them last night.
Cool.
Hi.
Nice.
Yeah, I forgot what we were just talking about. My wife's making homemade ice cream.
Ooh, yummy.
That'd be great. That would.
What flavor?
Cherry JoJo, which is not an actual flavor at all. It's that one where it's the cherry and chocolate is in the ice cream. Cherry cordial, I think, is what it's actually called. Well, I misunderstood her the first time she ever said that, and I said Cherry JoJo, and she says no, but we've been calling it that ever since.
Well, I was going to tell you I know what cherry tastes like, but I'm not sure what JoJo tastes like, so I was going to have to.
Nice.
Our ice cream maker didn't make the trip to Portland, so I kind of miss it now.
That's sad.
Yeah.
The way you said that, I could just imagine like in the old days when you're like traveling across country on a wagon, and like as you're going, there's like things thrown off the side that it like had broken on the way. You know?
We hit a rock. It got
Yeah.
tossed.
It didn't quite make it. We started the trip with an ice cream maker, but it was
Then we
either that or
really
the kid.
at the back gate.
That's okay. I have a dishwasher.
Ooh,
I also have a dishwasher. A new dishwasher.
Yes. Someone got appliances for their birthday.
hello, Kevin. Kevin has joined us. He says, "Hello, folks."
I didn't have the question and answer open. Shame on me. Now I do. Hi, Kevin. It's about time you joined us.
Huh?
It's about time Kevin joins us again. It's been a while.
We missed you, Kevin. I've seen some cool ice cream making things that they do with just like the Ziploc bags, where they'll like fill the one with the cream and sugar and stuff, and then the other one with ice, and then they'll just kind of squish them around until they make ice cream. It's like a camp style ice cream making thing.
Oh, okay. I had I had an electric. It looked kind of like a little mixer, I guess.
Mm.
And it had a bowl that was it had like gel in it, like ice packs do. So
Yes.
you put the insulated bowl in the freezer and freeze it solid, and then you stick it in your ice cream maker, and then it has a little paddle that churns it, and that's what mine was like.
We got
We
only
did
old fashioned kind of thing.
We did have one before that used the rock salt, but it was I didn't like that one, so
It's very, very not working well.
no.
Then there's a lot of work to those.
Yeah. Yeah, the other one worked better. The fancy one.
Yeah. We used to have one of those small ones that had like little cranks. So you'd freeze the thing, and then we would put anything in there from like milk and sugar, or you could put root beer in there. I mean anything. And then as you're stirring it, it freezes it, and which ends up being that you have a lot of milk flavored ice cream just because it's like the only thing that you put in there. But it's still special when you don't have anything in.
Yes. Although every time I drink some orange juice, I really want to have a orange juice float because those are awesome.
Ooh.
Yeah. You put ice
We got
cream in it, and you just fill it with orange juice then, and it's awesome.
I don't know if I've ever had that. Might have.
I think that would be good, but I don't think I'd like it if it had pulp in it.
Yeah, I don't know if pulp would work well with orange juice ice cream. But that's kind of along the lines of I used to have all kinds of floats. So I mean, everybody uses root beer, but I used to use like orange, like Crush, and then Grey Crush, and Dr. Pepper works real well, and things like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we've all experimented with the mixing of everything that we have and seeing what tastes good. You always end up saying things like, good enough.
Orange
Orange what?
Orange juice.
Orange juice. I'll try that.
You will have to try it. I'm ordering you to try orange juice floats.
I must go try an orange juice float. I'll wait.
Yeah, we'll be here. Don't worry.
Kitty.
Kitty mama. Yes.
2 days ago, I had a guinea pig in a bunny costume.
I saw that. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
No, that poor pig.
Chris, are you excited about Free Comic Book Day next weekend?
Oh, Free Comic Book Day.
It's a national holiday.
Well, it's also our anniversary, so I guess it is a national holiday.
Which means that you have to dress up as superheroes that are couples.
Oh.
So
like Batman and Robin. Wait, I'm not like
Nah.
I could be a fat Scott Summers, and she could be Emma Frost when wear that feeling costume. She loves that idea. Look at her face.
Wow.
So we need to go to comic book stores and probably get cool stuff here versus what we got in Bismarck.
Yes.
Last year for Free Comic Book Day, I got the Hero Clicks of Batman and the Joker. The exclusive Free Comic Book Day versions of those. Of course, I haven't. My wife says, "Let's open these up." I says, "No, you can't do that." She says, "Yes, I want to do that." I said, "No, you can't do that." So they're open. That's how that works.
The story would have been you wanted to open them and she didn't. They wouldn't be open.
Probably.
So.
Or yeah. I tend to do things like I don't know. In a situation like that, um, if I gave her a chance to say no, she would probably say no. Like right now, we're having a massive, massive dispute that could be marriage ending. I bought some um, Scooby Doo Pez dispensers. Who do they belong to? She likes Scooby Doo. I like Pez. Yeah, so this is kind of a thing right now.
I
We
love
haven't
that
actually
also dispute is over
violence yet.
Scooby-Doo Pez dispenser.
Yes.
What's that?
I love that your massive dispute is over a Scooby-Doo Pez dispenser.
It's a set. They're inside of a mystery machine. Yeah, yeah.
But
So you
there's Pez in
understand.
them.
There's Elma, Daphne, Fred, Shaggy, and Scooby.
But there's Pez in there too.
There is, and most of them are red, and she doesn't like the red. But you can't take them out of the package because it's a freaking mystery machine. So, that's complicated. We also had to fight over the other one. I got one of those like huge ones of a Colts player. She's a Colts fan, but still, it's a big freaking Pez dispenser that makes football noises when you lift the head. So that's obviously mine.
Right?
Is it obvious because it makes football noises?
Yeah, but
Okay.
she says.
Wait. Now,
Ooh.
because it's extra big, does it come with bigger Pez?
It dispenses the rolls.
Oh.
Yeah, I've got like 4 of those. No, the mystery machine is just the box they come in. It's just the packaging. It looks cool, but
Yeah, Kevin asked, is the
yeah.
mystery machine also a Pez dispenser? Alas, no.
It dispenses Pez dispensers.
I've seen one of those online. It was a giant. It was like an 8-foot snowman, and when the head opened up, it came out with these boxes this big that had the snowman Pez dispenser in it. So it was a dispenser, and it was like 8 feet tall. That was on YouTube. Now don't get me wrong. I like them. I think that's cool as hell. But that's crazy. That's too much. Maybe it was one of the Star Wars movies.
I was going to say, if it was something other than a snowman, I bet you wouldn't say that. And you went there.
And I'm just wondering who eats Pez one at a time? Because I eat the whole row in one shot.
Okay, me and my cousin Vinny, we had a whole lot of Pez between the two of us, a whole lot of dispensers. So we went to the store and we bought enough rolls to fill them all. So we spent all this time filling all of these Pez dispensers. It had been over 40 of them. And we're like, okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. And we just started like eating them, and we like emptied all these dispensers. And once one was empty, we'd throw it on the empty pile, and we'd just grab another one. And it was great.
So the mystery machine is actually Pezception then.
Ah.
Kevin, I think you're putting too much thought into this.
Yep. Hey, Brian, you still down there?
Yeah. Head coming at me.
You are. Hey, bring me that Pez dispenser, the Scooby Doo mystery machine Pez dispensers, so we can show DJ in the world the awesomeness that is Pez and Scooby and more Pez.
Have you gotten to tell him about the TARDIS room?
We went to the TARDIS room last night.
I saw a post on Facebook. Yes, that is amazing.
Yeah,
it was like a menu or something with those.
15 pictures. Yeah, we didn't get to play a pool. We didn't get to play the pinball machine, but
when you and I go back, we can.
Yeah, we'll go back and play it.
Thanks, Brian. Thank you, Brian.
Ooh.
I love,
That's
I
pretty
love
cool.
their heads are sticking out the windows.
Yeah.
That's
And then it's like it's got I guess it's 2 rolls of orange. No, hold on. Yeah, 2 rolls of orange, and all the rest are red. Strawberry, strawberry, cherry, cherry. Yep. So you understand why there's issues involved here.
So which entices you more, strawberry or cherry?
I don't know. They both fall under my favorite flavor, red. And I guess I've never tried them side by side before. I mean, as long as it's red, it's like yay, red. But I guess I never like really said side by side. This one here has a little bit of tartness to it, while this one I haven't really compared them side by side. That's a good question. I guess there's an easy answer to this.
Mystery. Awesome. So is Portland anything like the show Portlandia? Yes, it's exactly like the show Portlandia.
There's a lot of.
We just don't have Fred Armisen running around all over the place in multiple characters.
We do. We
What is
just
it?
don't.
What is that show?
Portlandia?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's on Netflix, Bob. Portlandia. Go watch it.
Yeah, you need to watch it. It'll explain where we live.
Portlandia takes things that actually exist and just enhances them, like it blows them out of proportion. So everything that happens in that show happens here, just not to that degree.
Wow. And it's an actual TV show, not a movie?
Right. And
Yeah,
there's about 3 or 4 seasons out now.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think there's 4. I think. I'm not sure.
The guy who plays the mayor's assistant is the mayor of Portland.
Huh. Portlandia. There you go. That's on that. Yep, 5 seasons. Season 1 consists of 6 episodes.
Yes. You should watch it, Bob. Now you can binge it. It's only a half hour per episode. Totally awesome.
And when before it's like it's kind of like Saturday Night Live in a way, where each half hour show has smaller skits in it, and before each skit they show you the name of a street, and it'll say like last night we were on North Killingsworth, so it'll say North Killingsworth on the bottom. And if they're at a house, it usually shows you a shot of the outside of the house. And the last season that we watched, I started watching for the house number when they showed the outside shot of the house. And so then I would go online on Google Maps and I would look up the house number and the street. And there was the house. There was the house that they were showing you.
Wow.
So
That's pretty cool.
some of the businesses don't exist necessarily, like there's 2 women who own a bookstore, and they're recurring characters, and the bookstore isn't here, although I don't know if there's a toned down version of it. I'm sure there is.
I'm sure there is.
But yeah, the homes that they shoot in exist, for example, and yeah, the people that they show definitely exist here. Like the very first episode, they're at a restaurant and they're asking about the chicken, and the lady that works at the restaurant brings out a whole biography on the chicken and what his name was and where he lived, and then they're like, would you like to see the farm he grew up on? And so then they leave and they go to this farm where the chicken supposedly grew up. And
wow.
so
Would you like to see his old home, and you hold up an egg that's broken? Because that was
yeah, so you'll definitely have to check out Portlandia. And the whole opening, it shows you different shots of the town, and I mean that's all stuff that's here too, of course. So, yeah.
Well, I
Portland
almost
is-
have the entire first episode here downloaded to my phone.
You'll like it, Bob. In fact, you're gonna watch like the entire first season and be like, I can't stop. I know there's 4 more seasons.
And then he's gonna want to buy the condo above us.
Yes.
Because you
Ooh.
can.
Yes, it's for sale.
Nice. I just need to do that working thing.
You can
I
do
got
that.
no job though.
I hear they have jobs here.
Yes, they do. Better jobs because they're in Portland.
I don't know how to do anything. I've been working in factories for the last 15 years.
Can you put one thing into another?
Yes.
You know,
Then you can deliver mail, sir.
good call, DJ.
I know.
I don't know. Well, there are. You might be able to work in a factory type setting by the water with all the boats and stuff here, and they have like repair
You could be a shipbuilder.
gigantic ships and stuff that come in and get worked on. But the kind of factory I think that they have out here a lot is food, like food production factories. There's a lot of food companies out here. Because I know the lady that lives next door to us, she said she's a supervisor of a I think she said like a baking, so probably like a bread type production company that runs 24/7.
Kevin, you're going to love this. Kevin asks, any jobs in the IT field?
Portland is known as the Silicon Forest.
Yeah.
There are a lot of IT type companies that are based in the area. Well, yeah, like I heard on the news, Google was opening
Yeah, they're going to open, Google's going to open a spot or an office here.
a big office in the downtown area. And what is it? God, they have, I think it's more in Beaverton, in one of the suburbs of Portland, that they have a lot of IT-based businesses. I could probably
And Bob,
look it up.
guess what else is here? Comic
An
book
ice cream
companies.
shop. Huh?
Comic book companies. Dark Horse is in Portland. I think IDW is in Portland. I'm pretty sure that Dynamite Entertainment's in Portland. There's also creators up the wazoo. Brian Michael Bendis lives here. There's like
Bob,
other
the
than New York, Portland is the second largest comic book centered place.
That's amazing. I heard that Connecticut's pretty nice too.
No, that's cold and disgusting in the
That's the wrong coast.
Right there. It says that they make this there.
Orange, Connecticut, they have a town named after the Pez flavor and
Yes.
color.
Wow.
Orange is my favorite flavor after red.
He said the same thing because I just told him that I just bought a bag of Starbursts. No, a bag of Starburst jelly beans that are all reds.
Here, I looked up Silicon Forest in Wikipedia here, and it's between Beaverton, Hillsboro, and Portland, basically, in Northwest Oregon. And here it says that we've got Tektronix, computer chips like Intel, and an array of smaller chip manufacturers, electronic displays like Infocus, Planner, and Pixelworks, and printers, Hewlett-Packard Company, Xerox, and Epson. And then there's a gigantic alphabetical list of all of the companies out here, and it's huge.
Wow.
Yahoo?
Yahoo.
Yeah, I'm guessing it'll be around 10 years or so when everybody has the 3D printers in your home, and so when you order something through, say, Amazon or something, they send it to you in form of a code, and then you just print it off at your house. Then I think that's what's going to happen.
It's possible. but Portland's the place to be, Bob. You get
Sounds
comics, you got tech, you've got Voodoo Donuts.
And Voodoo Donuts, man, you're just trying to trick me because I'm a fat guy, and you're all like, "Yeah, this place sucks, but they've got donuts." And I'm like, "I'm on my way."
And speaking of donuts, there's a local place called Pip's Donuts, and they give you a free dozen donuts for your birthday. So we have to go pick mine up.
Right. What day is your birthday?
It was on
Thursday.
Thursday.
I think I threw a happy birthday at you on Facebook.
Yep, I'm pretty sure you did.
Luckily, she ducked and didn't get hit by it.
Here's my green.
Ooh.
I have beans, and I have peas, and I have peppers are coming up now. Yay! Basil, and I think that's oregano. They like me. They haven't bit me once. Yay!
Yes, Bob's wearing something with sleeves.
I am. It's my zombie.
Cool. For my greens, I have my 2 avocado trees and my cilantro and parsley for bonsai, and I have 1 tomato plant and 6 strawberries, and I have a whole bunch of grass growing for bonsai, and I also have dandelions growing for bonsai.
That's cool.
A few weeks ago, I planted a seed from lemon, and it finally sprouted.
Wow.
So
I tried the avocado thing.
someone likes to grow trees indoor.
That's the only way they could do the avocado around here, is through that. And they said that I was looking it up online to find out if they would grow here, and it said absolutely not. They said if you put it inside, you can grow a small avocado tree, but it can never get inside the size that it needs to be able to fruit.
Yep.
That made me sad.
Yeah. My mom had asked me one time too about my tree. She's like, "Well, is it producing anything yet?" I'm like, "No, it honestly, because it's indoors." I said it never will. And I said, "But if it were planted outside, it would take about 20 years before it was at the point where it could grow avocados."
Wow. And a friend of mine has a tree thing sitting on his counter. It's a lime tree. He said it's lasted through winter. And yeah, and the limes are about that big. He said that he had like, I think he said there was 9 on there when he got it. Now there's like 2 left, but it's like new ones are budding, and it's like they come back. And the movie Waterworld, he had one like that on the side of his boat.
That was a tomato plant, I think.
Was it tomato?
I'm pretty sure.
But it was a.
I'm not sure.
The thing that he had was green, and he was throwing them around.
I'm not sure if I'm embarrassed to admit that I remember that or not.
I like that movie. And I'm kind of embarrassed. Yeah.
Yeah.
You saw the redoing Mad Max?
It's not. Is it a redo or is it just a continuation?
It looked like a reboot. A reboot. I will IMDb it right now and see what it says.
I think it's just another movie. I think they're going to do with Mad Max what I don't understand people's issue when they change the actor. Okay, I understand that this is a little jarring at first, but Doctor Who does it, James Bond does it. Why is it an issue when anybody else does it? Just fucking go with it.
There's a whole lot of Mad Max.
right?
This one's called Fury Road, isn't it?
Yes.
Fury Road. It says, in a post-apocalyptic world in which people fight to the death, Max teams up with a mysterious woman, Ferocia, to try and survive. So it doesn't really say.
What is not? Ah. So
But
if you go to IMDb, it should tell us if it's a reboot.
it doesn't say.
Always. Okay, well, let's see here.
Kevin says that he thinks it's a reboot.
It's the internet. Oh, do you like my phone cover, Bob?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. All right.
Two over two. I just think that there's enough of the. It does annoy me sometimes when they keep changing the actors, but I mean, how big deal would it be to put a different actor into that? You know, or like where they can reference the old guy and say, yeah, he's dead now, but this person is now taking his place.
But Doctor Who and Bond have a sort of chronological continuity. If it's been more than a decade, you can change actors. It's a reboot.
That's what I would have said is how can, I don't know who was in Mad Max, but how could you cast the same person in it today as you did in, what, 80 something? And
right.
I agree with that. That seems.
It's a reboot. Okay. It's officially a reboot. But Doctor Who built in a way to change the actors, yes. But with the whole James Bond decade thing, first off, George Lazenby was only Bond for one film, and they almost released, well, they used to almost release a film every year or every couple years, so it's not this whole decade thing. That's they pick an actor, and then they stick with that actor for so long, and then they change.
Here's why I figured it was a reboot. It was Mel Gibson who did it originally. Here's why I thought it would be a reboot. Because the other movies from the same time, they're already doing those. You've got your Judge Dredd and your RoboCop, and they're going back now and they're rebooting. They're like redoing all of the movies from that time period. What's the one with Get Your Ass to Mars? Total Recall. They redid. So I mean, it's like all the movies from that time period. They're now like redoing.
That's because Hollywood is afraid to try anything new.
Yeah.
So they're like, look at how cool our explosions are now. Let's redo this.
Yeah, exactly.
The RoboCop reboot was a flop. The Judge Dredd they redid because the Stallone one was terrible. The Total Recall with Schwarzenegger in it is an adaptation of the movie of the book. The other one is actually apparently they take the exact thing out of the book and put it on film. So that's what happens, is the way it happens in the new one.
I actually didn't mind any of the originals. What's the next one that'll probably end up redoing then? What's the one where they took all the prisoners and they put them in the Running Man? I'm guessing within the next 5 years they're going to redo Running Man.
That would be awesome.
But that was a great movie, just the way it was. There's no reason to remake it. The new one will have better explosions. Yes, they have to outdo the old one, and then it becomes a little over the top. Which is another movie that they might redo. I turn my head around, and I'm like a truck.
and we're gonna do this with Skittles. We're gonna settle this in the usual way.
Ow.
Big. Oh God.
Halo Piggy.
There we go. Now you can see. Wow. I guess on camera his front end just looks like his back end because he's all black. Little pig.
Wow. He totally wanted in that conversation.
He's a squeaky fellow.
He's telling us what he thinks of these movies, and we can't even understand him. That's sad.
Yeah.
He's not seen most of them because someone won't let me watch any cool movies.
The guinea pig won't let you watch cool movies? Oh, right.
One right there won't let me watch cool movies. I made her watch Goonies the other day, though.
What do you mean you made her? That's not a make thing. That's he let you watch it.
I let her watch Goonies the other day.
Because the Florida, where it takes place, is only a couple hours from here.
Wow. I saw something about that a couple days ago on Facebook, that the ship that they used in there was a real ship, and they were giving it away to anybody who would just come and get it and take it. And nobody was willing to do that. So they ended up taking it apart and like scrapping it out. But they were saying, like, here's this pirate ship. Come take it. Somebody. It's free. Nope.
I'd have taken it.
I would take it. And they also said that the people, the kids who slid down that chute to where the ship is, they never saw that ship until that point. So when they all hit the water and everything, and they're coming out, they're like, "Whoa, that was all real," because that was the first time they were seeing it. But that's pretty cool. There's another one I'm surprised they're not remaking.
Goonies?
Goonies.
That's a classic. You can't remake Goonies.
Well, yeah, but there's a lot of those movies that we didn't think they could remake. Well, RoboCop, yeah, that one they could have totally remade. I didn't really care for the original. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but it was terrible.
It was terrible. There's a theater here that does a Heckle Vision thing. Robook was the one that we went to. Let's just say that audience tore that movie apart.
Wow. And you just say whatever you want. You just like.
You sign into an app on your phone, and then as they're showing the movie up on the screen, your messages come up underneath it as a little feed. So yeah, you can read everybody's comments during the movie.
Yep, systematically dismantled that movie.
Wow.
And when you're watching it like decades later like this, and you're looking at it going, what the fuck did I see in this movie? Oh.
Yeah, because it was totally awesome then. And now watching it, it's like, why did I like that? Then again, I had drugs in my system then.
Well, you're looking at going, man, there are plot holes you could fly a plane through. Holy buckets.
Yeah. Yeah, that happens in a lot of movies. We were talking about just the 80s in general yesterday. And like, to the kids who weren't there, you know, the big hair and like the bandana that you either had tied around your head or around your leg. And, you know, we were kind of breaking down the 80s to the kids. And it's like, wow. All the girls were chewing gum like that.
I don't remember that chewing gum part, but yeah.
Watch some of those movies. It's in there. Some of those older movies that take place in the 80s. Oh, yeah.
Big hair.
Big hair. I mean, just it's right here, so I keep looking at it. That's amazing. I get some water for my plants.
Yeah, you do.
Did you get your garden going yet?
We seem to have fallen into a colder pattern again. So
It snowed a couple days ago here.
So wow. So we've got. I mean, I've got all of my stuff in little jars and everything, and they are outside, but nothing has really grown very much yet. The people above us were cleaning their deck about a week and a half ago, and so we had to take everything off of ours so that it wouldn't get ruined by the water coming down.
Oh.
And I set my whole garden stand in by our front door where other people can see it, like when you come up the steps. And I was going to move it back to the deck again after it was all clean, but a couple of neighbors are like, "Oh, it's so cheery to have that out here. Why don't you leave it?" So my little garden's out there now, but there's a big community garden outside of the building, and a couple of them have said that they've wanted to do something in it. The people that moved out, the condo above us that's for sale now, they basically took over the community garden and were bullies to everybody who wanted to use it. So everyone just gave up and stopped trying to do anything back there. And now that they're gone, everyone's like, "Hey, we can do stuff in this garden." So
what did they do as far as like
they were asking about everything.
they were assholes to everybody here about everything.
Wow.
Don't drive your gas guzzling car, and don't eat meat, and
don't use the water that we all pay for to do anything, because I need it to water my garden.
Yeah.
See, yeah, I think at that point it would be like, okay, everybody who's not them, how can we fuck with them? Wow.
Yeah. Well, see, that's why it's available now, and you can come live here, Bob.
I'll tell you one of the problems that my buddy's got is that he's got the little patio thing, and the people who lived above him had a dog that instead of taking outside, they would let this dog out onto the little patio thing to use the bathroom. So they would it would shit and pee through the boards, and they were okay with that. They were like, hey, it's my deck, not yours. What are you worried about? Well, because your stuff's falling down here. Yeah, that's messed up.
That happened to another neighbor in this building with previous people that lived above them too.
That's rude.
Yeah. Well, Bob, we're almost at the hour.
We are.
And I didn't get called once from work. That's nice. I was worried.
But didn't you get all kinds of texts?
I got text this morning. Yeah. Major P. Tasty.
Sorry, that wasn't either of you I was poking. That was totally at the pig.
Right. Right. Okay, take the pig.
Okay, but the pig's gonna come back with bunny ears.
Oh no, that poor pig.
He seems to like it.
No, he doesn't.
No, he just can't struggle while I'm holding him.
Let's see here. Let's use this to block the light out so we can get some more pig in there.
Oh. Yep. Piggy bunny.
And then we'll show Bob what this is.
What's that?
Final Fantasy Type 0 HD. We bought this for PlayStation also. PlayStation 4.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a hardcover book too.
That's pretty cool. I like the Final Fantasy games.
Yeah. Well, we also got Marvel superheroes since we lost our other game, and I have to wait for a new soccer game until the new soccer game comes out.
Wow, and I have to wait on playing D&D on the holodeck until the holodeck comes out.
Right. Yeah. So, Bob, we should see you next week.
Yes, we should totally do that.
Yeah. So for our viewers, we are going to go. Bob will probably talk a little bit longer here, but thanks for joining.
Bye.
Silent wave. Where's my mouse? There it is. Okay, and